Hey, this is Julian Goldie, and in today's video you're going to learn how to get backlinks to your site. Now this is a case study where you'll learn how I built 450 backlinks to one page on my website, completely white hat. So you don't need to pay for links, you don't need to do spammy blog comments or PBNs. This is just a completely white hat tutorial that teaches you how to get a ton of links to your site, even if you've never done it before, even if you have no idea what you're doing, even if you don't have a full-scale team. Now, before we get into the video, I just want to make sure you subscribe, because if you're interested in getting more links to your site or you want to get more traffic to your website, you'll definitely want to check out my other videos. Now, let's jump straight into the tutorial. By the way, just so you can see, this is the page that I built 450 backlinks to, and you can see on Ahrefs that the rank for this website is just going up exponentially. You can also see that the organic traffic for this site is increasing, which is the most important thing, right? You want to get the backlinks, but you also want to get the traffic too. So how did I get the backlinks to this site? Okay, so the first step to getting links to your site is to find topics you can produce that have a ton of link building prospects. And what I mean by this is basically you're fishing where the fish are swimming. So you're reverse engineering the process. So you're looking at your competitors, finding out where they got links, and then building a similar piece of content around that. So how do you do the research for that? Well, let's say you're in the well-being niche, for example. You'd look at the most competitive search terms around your niche. So let's say it could be mindfulness, meditation, or yoga, right? And on Google, you can use the Ahrefs toolbar to see the number of referring domains for each website. And if you see there's a lot of referring domains for each result, then you know you're onto a winner, because that means there's a ton of people you can contact to get links to your site. So now you know the topic to write about to get links to your site, you need to produce the content. And what I recommend first is looking at your competitors. So here's an example of a competitor in the mindfulness niche, and you want to see how can you make your content better than theirs. So when I scroll through this piece of content, it's not very engaging, it's not that easy to navigate, it's mostly text driven, and there's not many graphics either. So there's plenty of ways I can make my content better than theirs, and that's what I did. So you can see here on this page, it's really comprehensive, it's got loads of graphics, it's easy to navigate, it's easy to scan through because of the readability of the page. You know, you can see the sentences are very short, for example, there's loads of subtitles, and all of these elements combine to make sure that your content becomes a very linkable asset. The other thing is as well that you can see there's no monetization on this page, okay? So there's no affiliate links, there's no pop-ups, there's no calls to action, and it's just a very value-driven page. And what that signals is that your content is a resource. There's no commercial intent in the content, so webmasters are more likely to link to it. And that's a really good way to optimize your content to make sure that people are going to link to it. So once you've created that piece of content, now it's time to build a list of people that you can contact to market your content. And basically you're going to approach these people and say, hey, you know, I noticed if you linked to my competitor's piece, I've created something similar here, maybe you want to link to it, right? So what you're going to do is plug your competitor's site into Ahrefs. You can get a list of the backlinks, and you can export this list. And this is basically a list of all the websites you can contact to market your content. I'm not going to go too much into prospecting because it's a little bit boring, it's very technical, and it can take ages to cover. So for this video, it's a little bit out of the scale. But once you've exported this list, you basically want to bang it into Hunter, where you'll get all the email addresses to contact these people. And you'll end up with a list that looks something like this. So you'll have the name, email address of that person, the competing URL, and the piece of content you're going to market, okay? So you've now got the content, you've got the prospect list of people to contact. It's time to plug that list into some cold email outreach software, because that's where you're going to see the results. So I would recommend using a piece of software like Lemlist. Mailshake is also really good for outreach. And yeah, basically your campaign is going to look something like this. So you're going to start reaching out to people, promoting your content via outreach software. And this is where you're going to start to see the links coming in. Now, if you use software, the benefit is that it's very scalable. You can reach a lot of people very quickly, and you don't need to spend all this time sort of sending the emails personally yourself. So I would definitely recommend this approach. And that's pretty much it. You know, once you've You do the research, you find the content, you build the prospect list, and then you do the outreach. So now you know how to get backlinks to your site, and you know how I built 450 backlinks to one page on my website. It's pretty much a very simple link building process, but it takes a lot of hard work to nail each stage of the process properly and to get it right. But the more that you practice it, the faster you'll get and the more effective you get at it too. So if you have any questions about link building, let me know in the comment section below. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up, and thanks for watching.